Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Worldology. And today's video I have two topics, and we're probably going to get two full games, and if not, say goodbye to the second video or the second match in the middle of the way, whatever. So I have two things to say about in this video. First off, a lot of things was coming out, a lot of redditors was saying that we don't really need a battle royale in the battlefield. And also, can streamers ruin Battlefield? Or I heard that streamers were trying to ruin Battlefield. So, okay. First, I'm gonna get on the streamer thing. So it's kind of hard to not have streamers and TTVs or whatever on any game on any game, because everybody have a thing that they want to do streaming. It's literally why Twitch and YouTube is the main thing for, people to go live on and stream whatever they want to stream. So you're never going to be able to fully get rid of TTVs or streamers. It's obviously going to be somebody new to come in, right? Who, yeah, it's going to be somebody new, somebody old, whatever, right? So it's like, speaking for the lower streamers, but the streamers in the, higher ups, this is all I'm gonna say, is that they can't really change anything that much. Not in Battlefield, because if they do, then say goodbye to the money that they put in this game, because it's literally the most expensive game Dice y'all made for this game. How much money? $400 million to put in this game. So basically, listening to the community and listening to mainly streamers who just came from, obviously we are talking about COD streamers, so streamers who came from Call of Duty. Then yes, um, I don't know, that type of mix can happen in a good way, right? And look, the thing with Battle Royale, Firestorm didn't succeed, of course, but that's mainly because Battlefield 5 wasn't a good game. It was. We all know it wasn't a good game. It looked good, but it didn't play good. The gameplay wasn't good. And now we see and know, and we're in a desperate state to have a good FPS game, and we see how Battlefield's playing an example in the background, and what we all played in a beta. So it's like, oh, I think we can be able to get started on seeing if we can actually implement the Battlefield, or if Dice can implement the Battlefield in a way of how BF3 and BF4 was, but in a remastered version of like something we wasn't able to get in the previous times. Would Battlefield would a battle royale be good in a Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3? They If they added, the correct amount of vehicles and the correct amount of players who can join in that map, and have like the locker area, the metro area, and everything, it would have probably been, one of the best modes to play, right? And speaking of modes, I want to talk about Battle Royale and the seven game modes that's going to be in this main game. So for the game modes we know that's going to be in Battlefield 6, we know Gauntlet, Domination, TDM, Rush, Conquest, and Breakthrough is going to be, and Battle Royale. That's what I count for 7. They're all going to be in Battlefield 6. So the thing with all those game modes is, what I'm going to say. Why are they dividing the player base count so much, right? Why is the player count so divided? And the thing with having that many game modes is that casuals, we're going to get a lot of casuals, because nobody plays Battlefield or Call of Duty or FPS because it's in a desperate state. So we're going to get a lot of casuals, and it's going to be hard for people to get, to pick some type of game mode, because first off, if somebody looked and see like, oh, what's the best game mode for Battlefield? Some people will probably look at Rush and be like, oh, we know that Rush is a good game mode. But then we see like Rush isn't a good game mode. So what are they going to do with the bad game modes? They, but they did say they was going to fix it. Dice did say they was going to fix it, and I'll probably pull up some people who said that Battlefield needs to get into the game. You know, maybe a couple records if I remember at the end of this video. But it's just like, I don't know, that many game modes plus a BR, and if the BR succeeds, then hey, say goodbye to quick matchmaking, unless we have the server browser, right? Because we obviously need the server browser, or else we will have these long loading times like we did in the beta. We literally was sitting in the match for 2 minutes, max 5 minutes, just to get into a breakthrough game. And like that doesn't make no sense, right? You should not have this many queue times just to be able to load into a game when you can have basically what y'all created, a server browser, and built off of it and then let it go for no exact reason, right? The thing about that, a competitive game mode and then a BR game mode, and then we're going to have a lot of stuff to grind on the game because they're doing live service and all of that. So I want y'all to answer this question. Do y'all think that this is too much for, Battlefield? Is it too much for the game? Like, I think it's too much because Battlefield 4 succeeded with only Rush and Conquest, basically. TDM and Dom. Um, did did Battlefield 4 have Dom? I don't remember playing Dom on there, but TDM, it was there. And Chainlink and all that. They're bringing Chainlink back, but it's going to be in the Gauntlet. So they're going to have multiple game modes from previous Battlefields in the competitive game mode. It's just a lot of fluff. It feels like it's a lot of fluff, and it's kind of scary to think about that. It's kind of scary. Just think about it. Going to get a lot of casual players who play the game, beginners, whatever, and then they're going to come into the game again and thinking, "Oh, what the heck is all of these like selections I can click?" You know. So back on the streamer, can streamer ruin Battlefield? Can Call of Duty streamers ruin Battlefield? All right. So y'all know the live that we all seen. Was it the multiplayer reveal or was it the? It was an official Battlefield 6 reveal. We all been in it, right? So we all been in there. 800,000 players. 800,000 players or people watching. Future players playing the game. We all seen it live, and majority of the people who was at that event was Call of Duty streamers. I am speaking for the streamers that I've seen in the live, not for the streamers that I haven't seen in the live. And the unknown streamers that be, and magically we don't see the 1%ers or the 2%ers, the 10%ers and below. We don't see those people. So I'm not speaking on them people. The ones we seen, 800,000 people, we seen how unsatisfying it was to watch, right? Unsatisfying. It was unsatisfying. It was satisfying to watch the gameplay and watch them talk, but it was unsatisfying to see how it went down in a way of, you know, not being able to compete in a sense of changing the mechanics or anything. But the thing is, you can change your you're thinking on the battle royale. Everybody, everybody want the battle royale to change, to be in the game, and to be like, oh, the battle royale is basically the best thing to happen for Battlefield. Do I think that? Do I actually think that? So we have Fortnite, Apex Legends, PUBG. What some other? We have those three throughout the span of. I seen a video. It was like throughout the span of 2015 until 2019, and it was just battlefields. And back at that time, actually, everybody was releasing battle royales. So it was like a battle royale in 2015, and then smaller ones throughout 2016 and 17 and 18 and 19. And then now Fortnite is the main one. Again, for some odd reason. Yeah. Maybe because they did it first, I guess. But PUBG is, up there too. They have a high player count. But other than that, me personally, I'm probably not going to play the Battle Royale because I'm tired of Battle Royales and I don't care about Battle Royales. Battlefield is basically already a Battle Royale. Basically, we have the vehicles, we have the big map, and we have everything that pertains to a Battle Royale. The only, like, even the Gauntlet, the competitive Gauntlet game mode is competitive and it has every single game mode that couldn't be in Battlefield in a little space, and you get probably more experience or whatever for it. So I don't see, in my personal opinion, do not see a reason for the battle royale. But if it do succeed, then they'll probably need to take away or just add a server browser because then we'll have low fast queue times just to get in the game. Like it was already slow queue times in the beta, right? So yeah, that hmm, is that really it for this video? Hmm. Yeah, that is probably it for this video. Like the game modes, Portal, Portal. I do want to talk about Portal. So the thing with Portal, if they have that, if they have Portal inside of the battle royale, like Portal, like they have too many game modes. They have Portal, then they have battle royale, and then the 7 game modes. So what are they going to do with every? All right, our question is, what are they going to do with every single game mode, and how are they going to implement it in a way that makes everybody in close? Not we can't have because it's too divided right now. We can't have everybody on the same server or anything. But we need somebody. We need like something to have us be united in a way that we can see everything about what's going on. And what is that? A server browser. Woohoo! So we know that a server browser is coming into the game, right? So now, since that server browser is going to come into the game, and then everything about Portal, then will we have a server browser for the BR? I think it would just be it'll probably just be start matchmaking because if they put a server browser in the BR, then what the hell are you doing? It doesn't make no sense, and that's kind of scary to think about since you know a BR is a click to start, and then we have like a server browser at the same time. But again, speaking for everybody who would be scared of that, I'm still scared, but who would be scared of that just in case we will not be able or need to install battle royale, the battle royale on the main game. I heard it was going to be like a separate game, kind of just like Call of Duty. So yeah, um, it in my conclusion, I think there's a lot of stuff in this game It's a lot. And then we're gonna have challenges and dog tags, and we know we're gonna get assignments back because if they're adding dog tags, it's just all dry and stuff. Like, what are we getting dog tags for if we can't get assignments? So we're gonna get all that stuff. It's just like, is it too much to grind for? That's the final question of the conclusion. Conclusion: is there too much stuff to grind for? By the looks of it, sounds like it's too much to bear for casual players. You know, some core Battlefield players probably know the main game mode. And yeah, that's just all I'm gonna say for this video. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. I'll be streaming Battlefield 6 once it comes out. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, at Worldology. And yeah, I'm out. Just hope that they can be able to fix the game.